Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from Freshers Now. In today's video, you are going to know how to answer the question, are you a hard worker or smart worker? Now, this is a very personal question and it might be very silly for you to know what can you answer about it. But for some of the candidates out there, you might be confused a little bit about how to answer this question. In this video, you are going to know what are the points you have to emphasize on, what are the techniques that you can use or the points that you can pick up and put it in your answers, and also at the end of the video, I am going to also tell you what are the mistakes that you should avoid. Now let us get into this video. So number one is approaching the task. Now you can tell the interviewer that according to the task, I will be making sure to balance myself and do the work. So you can make the interviewer know that however you are doing that work, being a hard worker or a smart worker, you would be approaching the task first and then prioritizing the work in the first place. Number two is aiming for the same results. Either you are a smart worker or a hard worker, you can tell the interviewer that you are concentrated on the results in the first place and not bothered about how the process is done. You would be giving the end result in a very productive manner and it should be very trustworthy enough. Let the interviewer trust you. Number three is planning and prioritizing. When you are clear enough in letting the interviewer know how you are going to do the work, you can portray your personal character there by saying that you are a very well planned and a prioritized person, so that you can have a clarity and let the interviewer know that you are a very organized person. Then it is redefining terms. There are a few terms and conditions before your work needs to be completed. Other than that, if you have your own terms and conditions for your work to be done, you can mention it to the interviewer and say, this is the easiest way or this is the smartest way to do the work with putting this much of effort. In that way, you are including both smart work and your hard work together and getting the work done. Impressive. Next comes delivering great work. Delivering great work in the sense you are putting whole of your effort there and aiming for the end result. It means you are including your past experience alongside by letting the work to be done in a very productive manner. You can also include saying about your abilities, your skills and how you can develop them and put them into implementation on your work. Then comes your deadlines, where it will show or showcase your prioritization or your importance of how work to be done. Deadlines will help the interviewer know that you are careful enough in planning and also well aware enough in showcasing that you are much more concentrated about the work and you are taking the work very seriously. Then comes the technology. This techie person will obviously tell the interviewer that with the help of technology, he can or she can do the work within no time. Within the snap of the finger, they can use technology and get the work done. Now, when you are using such points, make sure there are some of the disadvantages, like if in the last nick of time or in the last minute, there can be some technical issues which can happen. So henceforth, you should be careful in answering such questions. Number 9 is creative thinker. Creative thinker will always look ahead and also be creative. So in that way, you are getting your effort turned into a smart work by being creative. This is how you will be explaining to the interviewer. Last but not the least, it is the experience. Now, when you are saying about the experience, you will be obviously mentioning about what you have previously done in your jobs. When you are explaining about your experience, make sure you are emphasizing both of your effort and your smartness in a very well balanced way. You should not criticize either or one. If you are a hard worker, don't mention that smart work is not your thing or it should not be considered. If you are a smart worker, don't mention that hard work is a stupid thing or should not be considered or something like that. Don't use bad words or don't use argumentative words. of the decision. So make sure you are balanced or concentrate on one thing which you want to emphasize on. Now in the next part of the video, we are going to see what are the points you have to emphasize. Number 1 is giving specific examples. As I've mentioned in the last point below, I've told you can use your experiences to let the interviewer know that what you have done already and how you are going to build yourself or how you are going to show your growth. So in the same way, you can portray it by giving an example which will be more clear enough. Reminder to all of you out there, when you are giving examples, do not mention or do not narrate your personal stories. It is not about narrating stories or giving your personal opinions. It is just giving an idea of the situation and not the story of the situation. Number 2 is show how you have overcome those mistakes. Now, if you are a hard worker and that work needs a smart work or a smartness to complete the work, then you can show that how you have overcome putting the lot of effort and changing it into a smart work. Either way, or you should tell them that if something has not worked out for you, you have to say that you are adaptable in turning yourself and concluding. Number 3 is bringing up times when you have planned. So it means that where you are failed at a particular thing, so if you are a smart worker and that work needs to be done by putting up 50% more of hard work, then obviously there is a space where you need planning to be done. So you can showcase the interviewer that you have planned so and so by giving the interviewer an idea that no matter what I go through, I come up with a backup plan or something like that. Then working with prioritizing. As I've mentioned, planning and prioritizing will be the key roles or the key essentials which you have to mention to the interviewer, because that will make the interviewer know that you are well organized enough. So these are the mistakes that you should avoid. Number 1 is don't rush into the answer. Whenever such personal questions are being asked, don't rush and don't be argumentative. Rushing in the sense they will just bluff the answers or they will keep narrating some sort of stories. So before attending the interview itself, when you are preparing, make sure you're clear enough what you want to say and what you are, what your capabilities are, and relate them according to the job profile. Number 2 is avoid lying or telling half-truths. Half-truths in the sense giving half information. Either you are a hard worker or a smart worker, giving half information to the interviewer will let the interviewer doubt your skill or your capability and might not proceed you further. Number 3 is don't highlight yourself. Now, if you are a hard worker, don't highlight yourself by saying I am only the hard-working person of such particular company or something like that. Highlighting yourself will make that you are not being aware enough about other people's hard work or other people's work in your team as well. So you should never highlight more of you. You can tell some positive facts of what you are according to the situation by giving an example, but not just randomly say that I am a hard worker, I am the best person, I am the best person in being smart or something like that. Please avoid all that. Last but not the least is avoid being negative. This is the other side of the coin, which means that either people be too smart in saying that they are very hardworking and very smart, or they might end up saying I'm not good at all. Please avoid such negativity in your life because that might not help the interviewer to trust you. Well, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you all like this video. If you have any doubts or if you need any clarifications for any of the HR interview questions, you can put it down in the comment section below. Freshers Now is open to all the comments and it will give you answers as soon as possible. Make sure you like this video and share it with your friends, whoever is taking up interviews anytime soon. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more learning videos and also placement videos from Freshers Now. Thank you.